laptop's computer speakers are pretty terrible, so I can't actually hear you if you unmute yourself, but if you just flail around, it'll catch my attention. So if you hear some screaming, I have my 2-year-old niece is upstairs and she's having fun playing. So let's get this party started. Nice and easy, little high knees march, checking in. A couple of deep breaths, seeing which body showed up today. It's not always the same one. And if it feels good, if it feels right, turn it into a little jog, light on the feet, get the breath moving, body moving and grooving. And same thing with our booty kickers. We'll take the heels to our bum, working through the front of the leg. And once again, same thing. If it feels good, you can turn it into that little jog, light on the feet. And just a couple more. And then we'll take this into alternating leg lunges, dropping your back knee, driving through your front heel. Chest stays lifted, finding your breath, finding your balance, pressing the floor away. And just a couple more. Definitely beats teaching in our 400 square foot apartment in the Upper East Side though, so I'm not complaining about it. All right, right foot's gonna come out in front. Gonna let Vanessa in, bloop. All right, right foot out in front, low lunge. Moving around in the shape, all the cracks, all the kinks, anything you don't need, anything that's not serving you, let it go. And settle in, bring yourself up, high lunge, finding your balance, stability. Little back bend if you want it. Left hand plants, right hand to the sky. Breathe into the twist. And both hands down, both feet back, nice strong plank. Shoulders stack over elbows over wrist, belly button into the spine. Reach through your heels, reach through the crown of your head. And then your left foot can come forward. Once again, moving around in the shape. Anything you don't need, let it go. And settling in, bring yourself up, high lunge, finding your balance. Little back bend if you want it. Right hand plants, left hand to the sky. Breathe into the twist. And both hands down, both feet back, nice strong plank. Shoulders stacked over elbows, over wrists. Press it back, downward dog, pedaling through the backs of your legs, ankles, calves. And settling in, heels to the mat, hips to the sky. Walk your hands back to your feet. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And shake it off. All right, so we are going to get started with some short little bursts here, some 3-minute AMRAPs. We're going to go through them twice. So it's going to be 10 mountain climbers, 1 push-up, 10 jumping jacks, 1 body weight squat. And then we're going to build on that with each round that we go through. We're going to add 1 to our push-ups and squats. The 10 mountain climbers and jumping jacks will stay the same the whole time. So 10 mountain climbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 push-up. 10 jumping jacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 squat. Next round, 10 and 2, 10 and 3, 10 and 4. We see how far we can get in 3 minutes. Remember, this is your warm-up, this is your workout. Move at your pace. We start with those 10 mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hold that nice strong plank. We churn it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 push-up. Easy. Hop up to our feet. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, moving at your own pace. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 body weight squat. Sit down into it, drive through. Now, back into those climbers. 10 climbers with 2 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. 1 and 2. Up to our feet. That's part of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we take that squat. 1, and 2. There we go. Now we know the game. 60 seconds down, 2 minutes to go. 10. Threes. We got 3 push-ups, and we got our 10 jumping jacks. Just starts to slow down just a little bit. And 3 bodyweight squats, trying to keep your feet about hips distance apart, toes point forward-ish, heels are heavy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4. 1. Moving at our own pace here. Keeping on, keeping on. And finishing up. We got 60 seconds left. And all right. 2, 3, and 4. All right. Home stretch, home stretch. Can we get through that round of 5? Maybe, maybe, maybe. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! That heart starting to pump already. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 5 strong bodyweight squats, looking for depth, looking for range of motion. Driving through the heels, squeezing the booty on the way. These look great, y'all. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Earn that bell. In 5, last 4, last 3, 2. Awesome. Breathe. Now we're gonna check in. What needs a little love? Do we need to roll the wrists? Do we need to roll the shoulders? Do we need to stretch the quads? Do we need to get into the hips, the glutes? Little cat-cow for your back. Whatever you need, we're going to take the next 30 seconds, show ourselves a little bit of love, grab some water. Then we're gonna do it again, except we're getting into a little bit more of the strength. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, etc. So that's going to be the only difference. We're about 15 seconds away here. One more 3-minute round, and then we're moving on. So make it count. Make sure that we are locked and loaded. 10 seconds away. Same thing. 10 climbers, 2 push-ups, 10 jumping jacks, 2 squats, etc., etc. We will probably not get quite as far, but we're still working. Now we're starting to get a little bit more into that strength of it. And those those push-ups and those squats, really trying to find those shapes, those mountain climbers and those jumping jacks, just enough to get that breath moving, body moving. 1 and 2. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second round, we're all the way up to 4 already. Time flies when you're having fun. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And taking those squats. 3. There you go. Trying to keep the chest nice and lifted on those squats so that we're not falling over into it. All right. Round 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 6. Strong plank shape. All my veterans know all the variations to those push-ups. We can do push-ups, we can drop to our knees, we can do plank downs, focusing on the descent, whatever we need. 90 seconds down already, 90 seconds to go. And there we go. Mountain climbers and jumping jacks, getting that caffeine circulating through the bloodstream. There you go. Whew. Sitting back into the heels, driving through the feet. Chest stays lifted as much as possible. 6 of those strong squats, 60 seconds left. What type of damage can we do to this round of 8? And feeling good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. As always, moving at your own pace. 30 seconds left. 10 quick little jumping jacks. And then we've got those 8 squats. 2, 3. There you go. 15 seconds left. Finish strong. Last rep. At this point should look better than that first rep. Now that we got that body moving and grooving. 3, 2, trumpets. Earn them. There it is. All right, y'all, off and running. So let's, oops, my programming closed. Open programming. All right, so we're going into our first strength circuit. It's just going to be, for the most part, 2 moves. We're going to go back and forth. We have our front rack squat and our dumbbell clean. So we can take those weights. That front rack squat is going to be exactly what it sounds. That same exact squat shape that we just did. We're just adding a little resistance. So elbows are glued to the ribs, weights plug into the shoulders, and we get a little bit of that nice strength. We're going to have a full 45 seconds there. So don't feel like you have to do a million squats a second. Just pace yourself. Second up is going to be that clean. So either if you've got a dumbbell that stands on its end, that's bonus points. Sit down into it. It's going to be a little bit wider of a stance, more of a sumo squat. Chest stays lifted. We explode through the legs. Doesn't become a bicep curl. Doesn't become a Tuesday night body roll. We want that nice, powerful pop through the legs to bring that bell up. So we'll start with those 2 moves. We're going 45 seconds on each of them. So it's a full 90 of work for each, or for this lower body. So we'll get started here in 10 seconds. Front rack squats first. Rack the weights, feet a little wider than hips distance apart. That same shape that we just did in our body weight squats. Drive through the heels, squeeze the booty. Lower with control, press the floor away. Lower with control, press the floor away. Full 45 seconds here. Trying to keep those heels heavy, your chest lifted, putting the work into that booty. Squeezing at the top. 15 seconds. There we go. As we start to fatigue out, try to keep the spine long and lifted, not letting ourselves collapse over. 8 seconds left. Press through the floor. In 3, 2, 1. If that weight stands on its end, like I said, bonus points. You can widen those feet wider than your shoulders. Toes point out. We take that sumo squat and we pop that bell into the chest. Pump it in, lower with control. There you go. If you're like, come on, Andrew, I came for a workout, you're more than welcome to do those doubles into that little snap clean, but we want to make sure that we're doing it right. Here we go. Pop that bell right into the chest. Let there be some explosiveness now in your squat. Once again, chest stays lifted. Let those knees track over your toes. 8 seconds. And use your breath. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. All right. Heading into our overhead strict press. So burning those shoulders out. Soften the knees. Tuck your tailbone under. We're just going straight up overhead and lower. So straight up overhead and lower. We're going to burn them out those first 45. Soften the knees. Tuck the tailbone under. And let's go. If you get through this and you're like, I am cooked, just take one of those weights and take that. straight up to the center. There you go. So either with those double bells or that one, really focusing on not letting what I call the duck butt. That's where that booty starts to pop out and we feel it in our low backs. We don't want that. So we tuck our tailbones under, we soften our knees, and we press those weights right up. And we're gonna put it all together here in about 12 seconds. Those shoulders, those triceps, that core, everything should be talking to you at this point. We put it all together for that thruster. Now we split the work between the legs and the arms. Same squat we just did, we explode through, press those weights up. Sit back into it, explode through, press those weights up. Here we go. Nice, yep, finding what's working. Perfect. Let the power of the legs save those shoulders. So those shoulders should be cooked. So if we squat, stop, and press, it's really hard on those shoulders. So try to string the moves together. Let the momentum of pressing, yes, that's it. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. Love that. Matching breath to movement. Explode through the floor. In 8 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, breathe. Wishful thinking. We get to do it all again. I just had it only set for 1. So we get to do all of that again. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more light on me. Whew, that's a lot of light now. All right, let's see if I turn this down a bit. All right, so take those 30 seconds, breathe and reset. We built up to that thruster. We started with the controlled squat, then we added explosiveness to the squat. Controlled press, added that explosiveness. So here we go, one more time through. It takes us 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes to get through this whole thing. That's it. We're starting with that front rack squat. Got those weights racked in. As always, if you want to use one to the center of the chest, totally fine. Here we go. It's a full 45 seconds of that strong weighted front rack squat. So sit down into it, drive through, perfect. Matching breath to movement. Remember, try to keep that gaze forward. You should be able to look at that wall in front of you the whole time, riding down like an elevator, and then pressing the floor away. Don't think of doing squats. Squats can be scary, so just think of pressing the floor away. All you're doing is sitting down and standing up. 7 seconds, that's it. There you go, nice, nice, nice. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off if you're dropping to that 1. Now we add a little bit of oomph to it. So now feet are wide, toes point out, chest is lifted. Pop that bell up and reset. Pop that bell up and reset. There we go. And nice, nice, nice. More than halfway there. 23 down, 22 to go. Drive through the legs. Feel everything zipper up through the midline. And not letting it just become a bicep curl with those arms, but instead it's the explosiveness of the legs that just pop that bell right into the center of your chest. 7 seconds, not even. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. All right. Quick little reset. Strict on that upper body. We're going with that overhead press. Strong and stable through our base. Tailbone stays tucked under, belly button stays drawn in. We protect our low back by squeezing our core and our glutes. Press those weights up and lower. Press those weights up and lower. And conversely, if you're like, Andrew, I came for a workout. What is this nonsense? Do it on one leg. Find balance, find stability. I don't know, just playing, giving you guys options. You're rock stars, so why not? You got 23 seconds. Oh, my 2-year-old niece put a black cat tattoo on my bicep, and it looks like it's starting to wear off a little bit. Sun's out, guns out. Here we go. 10 seconds.
Next days long, love that. Yep. Rock this out. Home stretch. The shoulders should be shot. That is the goal from this, so that we have to use the legs on these thrusters. The shoulders shouldn't be able to take any more work. So now we put the work into the legs. We explode through that squat just like that clean, and we throw those weights right through upstairs. Surprise our upstairs neighbors. Here we go. With a dumbbell coming through their floor. Explosiveness, powerful. And 15 seconds, that's it, that's it. Then we earn those trumpets for real, I promise. Press the floor away. All the same cues, all those building blocks. Stacking everything. 3, 2, 1. Trumpets. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Breathe. Y'all, we're clipping along. Time flies when you're having fun. So, all right. Let's see, we're gonna go into, so those were 45 seconds on your A, 45 seconds on your B. We're gonna tighten that up a little bit. So we're going 30 seconds on our A, 30 seconds on our B, except for our bear crawls and our planks, because we want the full 60, obviously. So first up is going to be that single arm, single leg deadlift. Option of adding in that weight if you want it. So option 1, right hand's going to take the weight, right knee will lift. You hinge at the hips. Oops, have better balance than me. Drive that left hip forward. If you want to do this without weights, both hands are going to reach towards that ankle. Tap either side of your ankle and then bring yourself back up. So my brother has this beautiful gym flooring. It's wonderful, it's soft, but it's also squishy and throws off my balance. So it's good, makes things harder. First up, we start with that single arm, single leg deadlift with or without the weight, totally your choice. In 3, 2, 1, we hinge at the hips. Whoop. There we go. If you find yourself teetering and tottering, slow down. Your standing leg can be nice and soft. Bringing yourself up. That hinge at the hips. Feeling the work through that back of your standing leg. 10 seconds left. And we'll switch sides. Drive your hip forward. And 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Standing on that opposite foot, same thing. Either with that weight in your left hand, we take that hinge, or trying to tap both fingertips on the outside of your ankles. Nice, nice, nice. Slow is better here. We're not going for a million reps. We're going for control. We're going for stability. We're going for balance. We want to be able to move through this shape with control, with balance. 5 seconds away. What's the point of being able to sling around 800 pounds if we can't even balance on one foot? Shake it off. We're into our bear crawl. So coming into a tabletop position, knees are going to hover 2 inches off the floor, and we're just going to walk it back and forth. We'll get a little breather at our halfway point, and then we just go right back into it. 3, 2, 1. Knees hover 2 inches off the floor. 1 step, 2 step, and then we take it back. Red step, blue step. 1 step, 2 step, and red step, blue step. Here we go. Just a lot of Dr. Seuss happening in this house. So there we go. Don't let yourself sink into your neck and shoulders. Press through your hands. Press. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Dig your fingers into the floor. Strong and stable. And rest. Roll out the wrists. Give yourself a little cat-cow. Same thing. If you want to mix it up, we can go side to side. It's just a little more fun. But if you want to stick with that straight bear crawl, you do you. Just throwing out options. Knees still hovering 2 inches off the floor. Pressing your hands into the floor to not sink into your neck and shoulders. 7 seconds, that's it. press the floor away. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. All right. One more move here. That work in our back, our shoulders. We're going with that same overhead hold. This time, pack the shoulders down, neck stays long, belly button stays drawn in. And we're just gonna take that reverse lunge. We're gonna take 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. So pack those weights up, drop that back knee, trying to keep the arms as straight as possible the whole time. If at any point you feel this drop into your lower back, you can always drop to one weight, or if you need to, drop that weight into your chest, just like we did on that front rack. But the goal here, get your core involved, get your shoulders involved, get your upper back, those posturals involved. Shake it off. It should be that slow burn. Second side, let's go. Big step back, press through the floor. Big step back, press through that front foot. There you go. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the more we can keep those arms straight, the more we put work in our backs and our upper backs where we want the work. And 7 seconds. Woo! These are hard. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. All right, 30 seconds to breathe. Same 3 moves. That's it. So roll out the neck and shoulders. Once again, that is deadlifts. These look great, y'all. So first up is that control, that form, letting those arms just hang like ropes from your shoulders. So 10 seconds away. We'll get started. Right hand can take the weight. Right knee will lift, or we're taking our fingertips and tapping on the outside of our ankle. Lift, belly button in, lift through the crown of the head. We take that hinge, drive the left hip forward, squeeze that left glute. We take that hinge, drive the left hip forward, keeping your chest open, not letting yourself round over. You tell that weight where to go, not the other way around. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Right into that second side. Right foot is down, hips square, shoulders square. We take the hinge, drive the hip forward. There you go. Nice, y'all. Trying to find whatever balance we have, we need. There you go. Strong and stable. Hinged at the hips, drive by squeezing that glute. That's where all of that work happens. Feel that rubber band stretch, then squeeze that booty forward. Awesome. We drop it down to the mat. And we're going into our bear crawls. Once again, first 30 can be forward, second 30 can be sideways, or just take it with that same forward and back crawl. Once again, we don't want to end up here. Press into the floor. Lift your knees. 1 and 2. Back and back. And whoo, I'm dripping, y'all. Here we go. And pressing the floor away, hips and shoulders nice and square. You got that little Sunday mimosa sitting right on your tailbone. Don't spill a drop. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Reset the wrists, reset the neck, the back. If you want, we can take this laterally, side to side. If you're like, nah, I'm good, I'll just stick with that front and back. You do you. No wrong answers. Showing up today, popping on that Zoom call is the hardest part. Now we just get to have some fun and just crawl around on the floor, because why not? Never too old to have some fun. And 3, 2, 1, shake it off. All right, shoulders should be talking to us. Last little move we're doing for these shoulders. Let me make sure that I'm not lying. Yeah, We're pretty much done with the shoulders here. So remember the goal. Can we keep those arms straight, but our neck long? We don't want the shoulders to come up. Keep that neck long. Here we go. And right foot goes back. Belly button stays drawn in. Drive through that left heel. Right foot goes back. Drive through that left foot. It's like you're slamming on, well, I guess in this instance, it would be the clutch. I only learned how to drive a manual in my buddy's old truck back in like high school. And I don't think I've driven a manual since then. So I wouldn't trust me slamming on the clutch, but I think that's how you do it. 3, 2, 1, shake it off, roll it out. Right foot's down, now we get to slam on the gas. I know how to do this one. So take that step back, drive through that right foot. Take that step back, drive through that right foot. Once again, yes, love that straightening of those arms. I saw that, that was perfect. There we go. Press through that foot. I know, shoulders back, all screaming at you. How straight can those arms be? Mine are starting to go. If you're feeling it in your low back, drop those weights. You got 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Nicely done. All right. Whew. Y'all, those are hard. That really gets the heart going. So let's finish this thing off in style. A little bit of explosiveness, a little bit of control. It's kind of the theme of the day. So it's a long Tabata. So normal Tabatas, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds to recover. We're doing a long Tabata, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds to recover. And we'll take a little bit of time in between each of our rounds here. So first move is a lateral lunge to a leap. You're going to take that lunge and then leap to the other side. We take that lunge and we take that leap to the other side. If leaping is not in the repertoire, we just focus on those alternating leg lateral lunges. Let's see, I'll quickly go through these. Sit up to leg lift. We're just gonna alternate between the two. That same stacked position, hands, head, and hips, one straight line. We don't wanna finish our sit up here. We wanna finish our sit up here. With our heart leading the way, we roll back down, and then the same thing, stack your heels on top of your hips and lower. We roll it up, we roll it down, we roll it up, we roll it down, etc., etc. Then we're going into snowboarders, just whipping those hips around underneath us. Little 180s. Once again, if jumping's not in the repertoire, little pivot step. And then we finish it off with our plank fly into jacks. You're holding that nice strong plank, either forearm or high plank. Reach your left hand out, reach your right hand out, pop it in, pop it out. Out, out, and out. That's it. Those are our 4 moves. We finish this thing off with a little bit of a bang, a little bit of a sweat sesh. So 10 seconds away, lateral lunge into leap first, landing softly. Protect, protect, protect those knees. So we take that lunge, sit back into it, and then we leap to the other side. There it is. Take that lunge, and we leap to the other side. There we go. Nice, y'all. So a leap is we leave from one foot and we land on one foot. There we go. That lunge, we're driving through the outside. And 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and shake it off. We're down to the mats. Quick transitions here. Sit-ups and leg lifts. Top 4 abs, bottom 4 abs. Here we go. And roll it all the way up. Stack everything. Roll it all the way down. Lift the legs and lower the legs. Roll it all the way up. Stack everything. Make sure that we're hitting that one stacked line, hands, head, and hips, and lower. And make sure when we lift those legs, we're using those bottom 4 abs and our low back is staying safely glued to the mat. And 3, 2, 1, we bring it back up. A little bit more oomph and gusto. We're taking those snowboarders. So drop it low, shoulders, we want to try to keep it more or less the same height, and we whip the hips around underneath us. whip the hips around underneath us. There you go. Can take it anywhere from our 180-degree turns to our 90s. You can do little 90-degree turns. You do you. 15 seconds. There you go. Nice. Love these, love these, love these. Once again, it's how softly can we land. Those knees not stiff or locked out. We want to protect those knees. Shake that off. Last move. Nice strong plank. Fly right, or left, right. Tap the feet in, tap the feet out. Nice strong plank, feet wide. Hello. And we go out right, out left. Tap it in, tap it out. Out left, out right. Tap it in, tap it out. And nope, wrong charger. Thanks. In, out. We fly. Once again, hips and shoulders nice and square. Flap the wings. And 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. 20 seconds between rounds. Y'all, that's it. That's the game. 2 more times through. 2 minutes on each round. That is it. Take our lateral lunges first. I'm sweating right here with you. Let's finish this thing off. 3, 2, 1. We start. Lunge, leap, and lunge, and leap. There you go. So, it's football Sunday. You're taking that cut around the defender as he's coming to try to tackle you. Pressing through. And big step. Drive through. Or in New Yorkian terms, there's a tourist walking down the street and they're not watching where they're going. So, gotta jump out of their way. Shake that off. Top 4, bottom 4, sit-ups and leg lifts. We extend all the way out. Stack everything. Really hit that tall posture. Think of leading your heart towards your toes. Lower it back down. Glue your low back to the floor. Draw your belly button into the spine as we lift and lower. We roll up, stack everything, roll down, glue the belly button to the spine to protect the low back. And let's go. And home stretch. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Those little snowboarders. I know, we just keep on keeping on. Soften the knees, grounded, soft and easy. Now we're snowboarding through some fresh Colorado powder, nice and soft, and whipping the hips around underneath us. Control through that core. And, or you kind of look like a washing machine, going back and forth. There we go. 5 seconds. That's it, that's it, that's it. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Whew. Last move. Nice wide feet for a strong stance. We flap right, we flap left. Tap in, tap out. Here we go. Wide stance. We flap our left wing. We flap our right wing. We tap in and out. We flap our left wing. We flap our right wing. Tap in and out. Once again, if that jumping of the feet does not feel right, you can always step in and step out. But you guys are all rock stars, so do what you gotta do. 5 seconds. In, out, and whew. 20 seconds to breathe. 2 minutes of work. We earn those trumpets. And that's it, y'all. 2 minutes of work. We got this. We got this, we got this, we got this. One more time. Right here with you. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Take that lunge and leap. We take the lunge and leap. And last little push here. 15 seconds. We never do this again. Explode side to side, that lateral movement, something that we don't do nearly enough of. 3, 2, 1. Done with it forever and ever. Amen. Here we go. We lay it back down. Top 4 abs, bottom 4 abs. I call these the sexy abs. These are the ones that everyone wants. So we take that sit up. But what is the point of having sexy abs if we're going to walk around like the Hunchback of Notre Dame? So we got to work on that posture too. Drawing your heart forward, stacking everything, opening your chest, opening your front body. And we roll it up. Get those top 4, roll it down with control. Roll it up. Get those bottom 4, roll it down with control. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and shake it off. We're back on up. 60 seconds of work. That's it. That's it. Low, grounded, whip it around. 60 seconds. That is all. Yes, you can. Digging deep. This is where that magic happens. Right where that brain is like, nah, I think I'm done. That's where we just keep on keeping on. And 10 seconds. Earn that bell. Earn those 10 seconds to breathe. Finish it off in that strong plank. And then it's trumpets. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. We're down to our plank position. 30 seconds of work. Remember, you can always do this on your forearms. If your wrists are a little sensitive, flap the left wing, flap the right wing, in, out. Finding strength and stability in your back body. Once again, posture and core work. They go hand in hand. And posture and core work. 5 seconds, that's it. Finish your set, your move. And 3, 2. Awesome. Sit back, child's pose. Feet together, toes together, knees wide. And just breathe. Sit back into it. Your tailbone reaching for your heels. Your fingertips reaching for the wall in front of you. And your breath filling your spine, your low back. Walk your fingertips over towards the left. Reach your tailbone towards your right heel. Feel that stretch. And walk your fingertips over towards the right. Your tailbone reaches towards your left heel. Feeling that stretch through the side body. And bring it back to center. A couple of cat-cows. Exhaling all of your breath out, spine to the ceiling. Deep breath in, gaze to the ceiling. Exhaling all of your breath out, spine to the ceiling. Deep breath in, gaze to the ceiling. Flipping your toes, push it back, downward dog. Pedaling through the backs of your legs, ankles, calves. And swing that right foot forward, dropping your left knee, and get into a little bit of that hip flexor stretch, that little runner's lunge where we're pressing our left hip point forward. Feel that stretch. And then sitting back into it, straightening your right leg, pointing your right toes back towards you, and your right hip point, your right booty, butt cheek, reaching for your left heel. So you should feel that little rotation in the hips and that deep, deep, deep stretch through the back of your right leg. This is my least favorite stretch in the world because it feels so good. Ah. All right, shake that off. Switching which knee is down, left foot's gonna come forward, right hip, pressing in. Feeling that little hip flexor, undoing those 14-hour Zoom calls, opening up the front body. And sitting back into it, left leg is straight, left hip reaches back in space, left toes reach towards your face. Feeling that deep, deep, deep stretch through the back of the left leg. And coming to have a seat on your bum, legs can extend out in front of you. We'll just take our hands up and over, drop your right fingertips as far down your spine as they'll go, opening up your shoulder, your neck, your tricep. And when it feels good, you can shake that off and then send the left hand down your spine as far as it'll go. Shake that off. One last time. Hands are going to come up. Nice flat back. We're going to reach for our toes as far as we can go. Toes, ankles, shins, calves, whatever is available to us. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Hands come. Bring all of your light, all of your love. Bring it on down to your heart. Take it with you today and always. Amazing, amazing work, y'all.